Hey friends, sorry, I'm a little bit hoarse today, but I needed to get this video done for you guys because oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've posted a video because I've been super busy from traveling with my family to my maternity leave ending and going right back into work. It's been crazy busy, but I'm so happy to be here with you guys, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how my trip went when I went to Jamaica and a few tips and tricks and the do's and the don'ts that you should do when traveling with your baby. So before I jump right into the meat of the content, I wanted to welcome you and to say thank you for being here. If you are new to my channel, I'm Jasan. I'm a nurse, a mom, and a certified infant sleep consultant. On my channel, I share my experiences with motherhood, tips, and my knowledge to help other parents out there. Okay, so before we left for our trip, I had made a video showing you guys how to pack for a trip when traveling with an infant. If you're planning to travel with your baby and you haven't seen that video yet, I would suggest you go check it out. The link is posted up here as well as in the description box. Now, if you watched that video, you will notice that I only packed one container of cereal for my baby. I don't know what I was thinking. 1 week into the trip, it was all gone and I was not able to find that same one. Now, my baby is a picky eater and not having the cereal that he takes started a domino effect. So what had happened was when the cereal ran out, he wouldn't take any other cereal. So I ended up having to feed him formula only, which caused him to become hungry faster. I had to feed him more often, which meant that we were going through his formula more rapidly than usual. Luckily, I was able to find a can of the same formula and it lasted us until our trip ended. So my first tip will be to ensure that you pack enough food for your baby. Whatever your baby takes, ensure you're packing enough. It's better to have more than you need than to need it and not have it. Save yourself the headache. Learn from my mistake. Now, for the actual trip, if you have a car seat stroller combination, you are allowed to take that with you on the plane when you check in through security. I didn't know this. A friend told me just before my trip, and I'm so appreciative of that. What they will do is when you go to check in, they will ask you how many pieces. So if you have the car seat and it's placed in the stroller, then you would just tell them it's 2 pieces. I do know that some of these come in 1 piece and you could just tell them it's 1 piece if it's that way. What they will do is give you tags. If you've got 2 pieces, they'll give you 2 tags to put 1 on the stroller and 1 on the car seat. And this is what the tags look like. I will post a picture as well just so you can have a good look at it. But this is what it looks like. And you just put this over and lock this through and it stays on there, and they'll just take it from you and check it at the door just before you go on the plane. So while this is on the car seat or the stroller, then you will get this little piece with the code on it or the identification number, I'm assuming. So if something should happen and it's misplaced, you can give this to them and they'll be able to track your car seat or stroller. Some airports will give you bags to put the stroller and the car seat in once they've been broken down just before you enter the plane. As mentioned before, this is where they'll take them from you, but they'll give them back to you once you're getting off the plane. And don't worry, there are no extra fees for this, and you get them back for your connecting flights as well as once you get to your final destination. Now, if you pay for your baby's seat, you will take the car seat on the plane with you and to check the stroller before you enter the plane. Alright, let's talk about how baby was on the plane, and this was the scariest part for me. I can't lie. After seeing so many videos going viral of parents and their babies on airplanes, I was super nervous about what it's going to be like. So we have a good baby, the best baby if I may say so myself, but I wasn't sure how he would handle traveling. The difference in air pressure, waking up at 3 a.m. to travel, and just having to stay in one spot for hours. I was like, do people just expect babies not to cry on planes? And will people be videotaping us or confronting us if our baby is not handling traveling well? But I was like, it is what it is, it'll be what it'll be, so let's do this because we're going on this trip. But luckily, baby was really good on the plane. It took lots of entertaining to keep him busy, but he was good. For entertainment, we downloaded a few episodes of Cocomelon on one of our phones, and we also took a few of his favorite toys, some small ones, and his favorite stuffy for him to play with if he became fussy or bored. He did cry when the plane was landing both times. It was very obvious that the air pressure was affecting his ears. He was holding them and just screaming. We had made sure though that his bottles were ready for him, and we scheduled his feed so it would be time to feed when we were landing or taking off. Other times, we just fed him water. This helped because the sucking of the bottle caused his ear to pop, and then he was fine again. So whether baby is bottle fed or breastfed, you'll want to ensure that you're prepared and ready to feed while the plane is taking off and during landing. So one of the things I found funny and strange was hearing people tell us, good job, good job, good job as we got off the plane. Almost like they were watching and waiting to see how things were gonna go. But I was just happy it all went well. So at this point, I'm curious to know, what was your first trip like traveling with your little one? Please share it in the comment section. Alright, let's get back to it. And I almost forgot to tell you, if your baby is formula fed, you can take the baby's bottle with water through the airport security. I believe you can take the actual bottled water as well, but I can't say that for sure because some airports will allow this while others probably won't. Plus, airport securities can be sometimes temperamental. You never know what you're gonna get. Another thing that was a major part of our trip was the fact that our son has been sleeping in his crib in his own room since he was a newborn. So once we got to our destination, we already knew we needed something for him to sleep in. So we ended up picking up a pack and play for him. If you have a portable crib for your baby and your baby is used to sleeping on their own in their own space, then you should take that with you. Trust me, it is worth the extra fee just checking it on the plane, or you may find that neither you nor baby is able to get any sleep. You will also want to do your best to keep your baby's routines and schedules as similar as possible while you're away. This will help your baby to smoothly get right back into their schedules when they get back home. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that oftentimes this is impossible depending on what you're doing and the day you're having. But just do your best and be as consistent as you can be. If you are going to a tropical country, ensure to take a bottle of insect repellent with you, preferably ones that are safe to use on your baby. Mosquitoes devoured our son on our trip, and I think he's allergic to their bites just because we've been back for a couple weeks now and he still has those bumps where he was bitten. Now, on our way back to Canada, we did not need to be tested and there were no restrictions, but this will all depend on the airport you are traveling from and the restrictions that apply at the time of your travel. Once we arrived in Canada, we were notified that we needed to previously fill out an online screen called ArriveCan. So we were pulled from the lineup and sent to public health. The good thing about this is we were able to do this online. So while waiting in line, I got my phone out and I started doing the screen for myself, for my husband, and for baby. And this is required for every passenger entering the country. Luckily, it was quick and easy and pretty straightforward. When we were done filling out the online screening, we just notified the gentleman at the public health desk and he just ID'd us and we were on our way. That was it. When we got back home, baby was jet lagged for about 2.5 days, but then he was right back to normal, back to sleeping right through the night and waking up at 7 a.m. in the morning. We really enjoyed our trip. I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was so much fun. And I absolutely enjoy sharing our experience of traveling with an infant for the first time with you guys. Now, I did try my best to put this video together quickly, have it recorded, edited, and published before my new work week started. So if I notice that I've forgotten any important information that I should have shared with you guys that might be beneficial to your trip, then I will go ahead and make a part 2 to this video so I'm able to share that with you. And if you're planning a trip with your little one for the first time, how are you feeling about it? Don't forget to give this video a like, as this helps me out a lot and helps other viewers find my videos. Also, if I'm your cup of tea or your cup of coffee, then subscribe to the channel and let's be friends. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye!